Some cheap accessories for your iMac over here or your MacBook down here, under 30 bucks? Let's get into it. So if you're a hardware snob, this video isn't for you. But if you like products like this that are going to be under 30 bucks, they work with MacBooks and iMacs and everything else, and you don't have to mortgage your home, let's get into it. Alright, so in this video I have 4 different products I'm going to showcase, all under 30 bucks, and they work with Macs, iMacs, and even PCs, to tell you the truth, so, right? Anyways, what they are is they're going to be just good products I found that are actually cheap, that work good. And again, you can replace other products. I mean, this is not going to be for people that want the most professional type of stuff. These are not top line type stuff, but they're good enough for most people and good enough for tasks that I'm going to present to you here today. So I just wanted to kind of set the video up here. This is also not going to be full reviews of all these products. It's going to be showcasing them. I want to showcase these products. I haven't had them long enough. I had them for a few months maybe, some of them just for 4 or 5 weeks. So I don't want to say, hey, go out and buy these, but I'm going to have links to all this in the description. Do your own research, go out and check them out. But I like them so far. They all work good for me so far. And I just want to show you what's available out there. And this is kind of what this video is. It's not a review video so much as a showcase. So let's check these out, all under 30. Okay, this next one is, if you hate the Apple mouse, but you love dolphins, this is for you, and let me explain. Or if you love the environment, right? Anyways, so also, if you're someone that doesn't need the most advanced mouse either, like an MX Master from Logitech or something like that, like me, you basically just want 2 buttons and a wheel and a very good Bluetooth. This is Bluetooth mouse. Here's one from Microsoft, believe it or not. It's the Microsoft Bluetooth mouse. And I'll have a link here. I'll show you the Amazon page as well. Comes in this nice box. But the key here is, the reason I said save some dolphins and stuff is because this mouse here is made out of recycled plastic from the ocean. And if you look up close-ups of it, it's an attractive mouse. It's got kind of it is made out of plastic. It's got a kind of a hard plastic feel on it. But it is a very simple mouse that works really well. It can link up Bluetooth to the Macs very, very well. The bottom of it, you can see here, has a battery compartment. It does come with an Energizer battery, which is nice, and an on and off switch, and then you can go ahead and just sync it as you need to. Beyond that, on the one side, you can see there's a little watermark on here. I guess it just states it's coming from the ocean, and it's kind of cool. I guess, I mean, at the end of the day, it's something that I think most people will get a kick out of, and it's actually a really good mouse if you just like basic functionality. All right, so does buying more tech actually save the ocean? I'm not so sure about that, but anyways, beyond that, I guess, if you're going to buy a mouse anyway, you might as well buy this one, right? Because it does come from the ocean. It does do its part in that. And it is actually a really good mouse for basic functionality like I like. So go ahead and check it out. It's the Microsoft mouse. I'll have links in the description. All right, this next one's kind of cool only because if you're looking for an external hard drive, check out this blue one here. Now this one's cool because it matches my iMac, the front of it at least over here, but it's 320 gigabytes. It's a spinning drive. It's not an SSD, so it's not the fastest. It's just for basic data transfer. It's got some caveats which I'll get into, but overall it's a really nice, it is made out of some plastic here and stuff, but it's a nice overall feel to it. It's a nice drive. It's 320 gigs. Now the cool thing is it's formatted in exFAT already, which is really cool because it works on a PC and a Mac right away. You don't have to pre-format it. At least mine was, at least. And there's a ton of feedback on Amazon as well on this thing. It's got I think 10,000 reviews, and it's got like a 4.5 or a 4.6. So if you're looking for kind of a cheap name where you see all these cheap names on Amazon and you're like, which ones work? Should I just get a Seagate? This one's called UnionSine, and it's actually really good. I've had a couple of these. They've worked for me really well. And I got to say, like overall, those are actually really good drives for the cost. And the cost, 25 bucks only. So $25 for 320. Now this does come in, let me just see here, comes in a 160 gigabyte for only 23 bucks. It's not a good savings. Comes in 250, 500, 750, 1 terabyte. I think 1 terabyte's only 46 bucks, and then it has a 2 terabyte as well. So you can get all different types of stuff there. Again, it does come in the blue, comes in pink to match a pink iMac, comes in gray to match the silver one, and then I think black for everybody else. And beyond that, I guess, let me just see what I got on speed test. Now, it's not the fastest. I ran, obviously the built-in, well, not the built-in one, Blackmagic on the Mac. And I think I got, let me just see if I can find it here. I can't find it right now. It's basically, I think 85 or 86 megabytes per second is what it got, reads and writes. Again, it's a spinning drive, but it's consistently in there. It's not going to move down much slower than that, so you can move files fairly quickly as far as you need to. And overall, like I said, I've had no problems with it. It's something I think you can trust because a lot of people trust it, and there's a ton of reviews on it, and very few people have problems with it. And it's fast enough. So the caveats, though, on this one, I forgot to to mention those is the cord here. And the cord's fine, but it does have a kind of one of those weird proprietary plugs that go into this side, and then it does have USB-A on the other side. I think you can probably, it doesn't come with another plug. So obviously on most Macs, you're going to need a hub to plug this into, which is fine, I guess. Check out this hub I did a couple weeks ago. It's really cool. It's attached to the iMac here. But anyways, long story short, that's that. And so the plug is maybe a caveat for some, but overall, I love these things. They're cheap, 20-something bucks for 320 gigs. You can just keep, filling them up and using the next one. I mean, it's about the cost of a McDonald's right now. All right, so you're looking for a cheap hub now, and there's a reason I recommend this hub. This is actually a hub. Let me see if I can get this right. It's going to be by SSK. It's an SC109 Type-C hub, and it only has ports on one side. I don't think you can see it, but I'll show you some close-ups over here. Now, the beauty of this hub, I did a review a while ago, and why I had a Anchor hub I loved really well, and it's because it was one of the few hubs you can get for maybe in the $30 range that actually had a USB-C port that was data, not just charging, but data. The reason I love this one, and this one's all aluminum, mind you, but the reason I like this one by SSK is it's got two USB-A, mind you, but then it's got two USB-C, and they're both 10 gigabits per second, and they're both data. There's no charging through this. You can't charge your laptop and stuff, but you can use the other port for that. But this has got two USB-C data ports, and the beauty of this, I believe, let me just check the pricing here, this is $19. $19. So it's got, again, USB 2.3 Gen 2, for the USB-C, I believe, and then the same with the USB-A, it's Gen 2 as well. The only downside I can see here is it does have just a short cord, so it's more for maybe a laptop or something than an iMac over here. Beyond that, it does have USB-C on this side, so you can connect it into USB-C on this device, unlike the hard drive I just talked about. So overall, I recommend that. All aluminum, you can't go wrong with that. Again, $19. You're dealing with a very inexpensive hub here. Great travel size. You can fit it in your hand and your bag really easily. So USB-C, two of them on one for $19, that's unheard of. All right, this last one is not the most exciting, and it's not actually the least expensive one of the bench here. This is actually 28 bucks, so it's a little bit more expensive than, some cheaper kind of, power supplies or whatever you want to call these power strips. The reason I like this power strip, though, is I don't know if you can see it here. I'll show you close-ups of it. It basically can sit in the corner of your desk or on your desk. So I have a bad back. I'm old. I hate reaching down and plugging things into the computers and stuff like that, or I have to plug in my laptop or whatever. This thing sits on the corner of my desk. I can just unplug things or whatever I need to do. I don't have to go under the desk and stuff. It's got a great cord. This thing also has, let me just see here, it's got some built-in stuff. It's got, well, first of all, the model is the LS51204, just for reference. I'll show you kind of a picture of the box here. And then it does have I believe 980 joules of surge protection built into it, which is really nice as well. So you get that added feature. But the beauty of this, well, before I say the beauty of it, it does have an on and off switch on this side, and then over here it does have grounding and protection lighting that turns on when it's grounded and protected. The beauty of this thing, though, is the fact that if you flip it all the way around, you can see here, it has ports on all sides of it, plugs, I mean, so just basic US plugs for power. But all those plugs here are going to be 12 of them. 12 of them on a device this tiny, so for all different sides. And then the kicker on top is it's got 4 USB-A. They're USB-A, but there are 4 of them on top of the device. So you get all that functionality for charging phones up here if you can get into USB-A or you have a converter. And then you have 12 different plugs in something that small. So whether you put this on your desk or whether you put this somewhere else in your room, it's actually really good to just, first of all, it looks good if you have it in the corner. If you have like an iMac or something, it doesn't look terrible. Obviously I don't have it in the right spot here, but it looks like it's quality. It's made of quality. It's not, like I said, the cheapest at 28 bucks, but I do think it's worth it because of the ports, the functionality, and it's just different. Overall, it's a different look and different setup. So let me know what you think about this. So those are the 4 products for today. I'm going to continue to make videos if everyone likes these things. Please put in the comments if you like them or if you don't like them. I love doing different tech that is not so expensive that I got to, again, mortgage my house on them. So I don't need the most expensive stuff. I just need stuff that works, that doesn't break my tech, and also is just enjoyable to use. And all of these things meet that criteria, especially the little hard drive that matches and everything. I just like it. So I like getting cheaper stuff more often than one thing that's expensive that I get sick of in a month. I don't know why. I know that there's, I do buy more expensive computers, obviously, but this little stuff I like to fool around with. So you let me know what you think in the comments. Do you like these videos? I'll make more of them. I love making these things. At the end of the day, my sign off, and I'll talk to you maybe in 2 or 3 days. Peace.